Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Second and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was
a gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Steps away. He'll run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
The score, Steelers 3, Oilers nothing.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
They're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
To number 84.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 97 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down and goal.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Steelers 3, Oilers nothing.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff. So
Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 37-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and...
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Tackle made.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down again.
Down and sacked.
Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
Steelers 6, Oilers 3.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And on now is the punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Well, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Second and 1. Flush hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And his kick here is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3.
Oilers 3.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Houston set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin with an interesting one in the AFC. The Chargers heading east to take on Cleveland. And it's the Chargers who are on top in the second quarter. The Chargers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now out comes Houston. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up second.
He'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
They'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They'll run on first down. Dent, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dent.
The ball carried by number.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Pick up on the play. And it's third.
And this is going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
At their own 30.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll right. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
35 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
7-yard pickup.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
2nd and goal.
2nd and 4. Be interesting to see now what they... And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Kicker on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. point after, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Houston set to take over.
They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
They'll start with the option.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. How about the safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st down, Dent, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11 at the 41.
They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll try the left side. Dent. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
The previous play is under review.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
39-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, and now some space to operate. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
By Jordan Brooks. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A 1st down carry for Foster. And he stopped immediately there.
Number 34 on the
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Makes the score Steelers 27, Oilers 10.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
23-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Push and fall. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? And
the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Steelers.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Pass incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43.
A gain of 18.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw again. Looking sideline, incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he's going to be intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off at the 28, and they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Pittsburgh, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.